Hello and welcome to another Writing for the Brand podcast. My name is Fred D. Meek. I am the Director of Driver Services here at JMB Bozeman, and I have my lovely co-host Madison L. Barr.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Maddie here at JMB Bozeman. So we're very excited about starting this podcast, and we can't wait for you guys to listen, tune in, send in your suggestions. So today we have two lovely guests here with Fred and I. They are our recruiters. We have Miss Sonia and Miss Heather.
Welcome, guys.
Hi, glad to be
here. When I introduced, I said, Fred D. Meek. And so I don't even know your middle name. So Sonia, what is your middle initial?
M.
M. Do you want to take a guess on what M? I got some.
Okay.
Mabel, Mandy, Morgan, Matilda, Misty, Marina.
You didn't say Mildred.
Didn't say Mildred. No, Mildred. Okay, but you're from Hot Spring County, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's got to be a Lynn on them. Mabel Lynn, Mandy Lynn, Morgan Lynn.
Try.
Okay, I give up. What do you got?
All right, my middle name is Marie.
Marie, isn't that grand?
Yes, I'm named after my mother and her mother, my grandmother.
Oh, that's awesome. You did kind of the same thing with your son Olin.
Yes. Yep, my son Olin, his first name is after my grandfather, and his middle name is after my father.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. And then Heather K. So K might stand for Kate, Kendall, Kim, Kelly, Karen. I'm betting Karen.
Ooh, I like Karen. I like Karen.
Wrong.
All right, what is your middle name?
K.
K-A-Y.
We know it's K.
K-A-Y.
Oh, K.
K-A-Y. Have you not ever read her license plate?
Oh, that thing. I thought it was hawkwash.
Oh, gosh.
So mine is D. Any guesses on?
Ooh, dumbass.
Daryl.
Well, first of all, Sonia's fired. Okay,
Oh.
so
Yes. Okay.
not
Yeah.
Daryl.
Dog. Fred the dog.
Fred
Or
the dog.
Bounty
Okay.
Hunter the dog.
I like that.
Maddie's last podcast too. Okay, so that's,
Okay, so what is your middle name?
it's Dummy. Well, my
Oh,
dad told me it's
okay.
Dummy. It's actually Frederick Don, but my whole entire young life, he's like, "Come on, Freddie Dumb." And I was like, I thought it was funny. I was a kid. I didn't know. And then later in life, I realized, well, that's not, very nice. And so I kind of confronted him. I said, you call me dumb. Basically my whole life, but did it kill you? I was like, only on the inside, Daddy. Only on the inside. So,
Oh my goodness. Your dad sounds like a savage.
he's
No cares given.
Yeah, quite the character. And I think we have some questions for our guests.
Yes, so now we're moving into our interview section of the podcast. I'm going to ask Sonia and Heather a few questions here, and it's just to get to know them a little bit better and get more insight on their day-to-day job here at Bozeman. So first question, we'll start with Sonia. How did you get into transportation?
Actually, when I was a single mom, I needed extra income. So I knew the Bozeman family just because we're all from Hot Spring County. And Chris Bozeman had asked me if I wanted to clean trucks. So I actually started cleaning trucks, and I did that for about a year. And then a position opened up in the safety department. And so I applied, was hired. I've been here for well over 9 years.
Awesome. And what about you, Heather?
Forcefully. I was never in trucking, had no idea what I was doing, and unfortunately, I knew Sonia, and there was an
Yes.
opening in recruiting.
Yes.
And so now, much to her dismay, we work in the department together.
Yeah, I will say that we had to let one of our recruiters go, and it was tough. We put out ads and everything, and we just weren't getting that many responses, and people weren't showing up for interviews. And then Sonia says, "Hey, I got this friend that just left her job. I think she'd be perfect." And I will tell you that when we interviewed, 10 minutes into the interview, I was not letting her leave. And I think I told her that, and I offered her the job before she left, and almost made her say yes. And just
no, not almost. You did make me.
But it is certainly worked out to JM Bozeman's advantage for both of you to be here. No question.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I must say they make a really good team, and they're really fun to work with. So I encourage you getting to know them better if you haven't already. All right, Heather, we'll give you this next question. What is the most rewarding part of your job as being a recruiter?
As being a recruiter, just in general, I don't know. I mean, as far as the company goes, I absolutely love it. I think that upstairs we are the best as far as being able to joke and things like that. So I love that part. But I also get to know our drivers, and some of them actually getting them out of a hole or a bad situation. And bringing them over, being able to make sure that they can take care of their family like they need to is absolutely rewarding. So I would say that's probably the best part of it.
Great answer. Sonia, do you have anything to add to that question?
Yeah. One of my favorite things of being a recruiter and here at JMB Bozeman is getting to talk to drivers from all over. I mean, I really get to build these great relationships, friendships with folks, and whether they hire on now or they call me in a few months, even a couple of years, getting to know them and bringing them on to join our family is one of the best things.
Yes, and I can attest to that. I've witnessed many drivers who are no longer driving here. They've either retired or made career changes, but they will still call and check in on Sonia and her kids and her family. And it's just really heartwarming to see that the relationship goes on beyond just this yard. You know, it's kind of a forever thing. So I think that's nice. Now, everything here is not always going to be puppies and rainbows. So what would you say is the most frustrating part of your job while recruiting? Either one of you can.
Oh, goodness. One of the most frustrating things is drivers tend to think that because we are recruiters that's our only title. You know, we're just a recruiter. We're just here to get a person behind that wheel, and that's not the case. Heather and I filter through all kinds of different questions and with the drivers, and just to make sure that we're a good fit, and make sure that they're a good fit for us as well. And so it's a lot of back and forth with the drivers, but ultimately we want them to find a place that they're happy, that they feel safe, because we are a very safe and compliant company, and, just want them to do good for their families overall.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, and so thank you guys for answering this quick interview that we had. I think that's going to wrap it up for today.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, thank you guys very much for your input. And, writing for the brand means a lot of different things to a lot of people. And next time we're going to delve into what that means to other individuals. And so the one thing I will say to everyone out there listening is that safety is paramount right now. And with this bad weather that's coming on, I just implore all of you to drive until you feel unsafe. We don't want you to push that barrier at all. And everybody's been driving for different amounts of time. But you know what you can and can't do. I just ask that you please be careful out on the road and watch your hours of service. And as always, thank you very much for riding for the brand.
Yes, and for next week's episode, please leave a comment, any suggestion of what you'd like for us to cover, or any suggestion for guests. We'll catch you next time.